Hello guys and welcome back to the channel today. So today we're back with another tactic coming from our main mod NKANG7 over on Twitch. If you've seen him before in the streams, go hit him up. Great tactics, man. But for today, we've got a variation of a 4-2-3-1, an asymmetric version that's going to blow your minds. So for this tactic tester today, we've done it based on two teams. Benfica, the one that Nav has been using on his Twitch streams. You can go check him out. NKANG7 on Twitch, go check him out now. And the other one is Manchester City. The main reason for these two teams, Benfica, he is doing it in his own save right now. Man City, they have the players perfect for each role that we're going to go through later on within this tactic. And I already warn you, there's a lot of trophies in this video. There's a lot of trophies. So let's get into it. First off, with Benfica, we'll have a look how their season finished, what they won, goal scorers and all that good stuff. And just see how good this tactic works. So we start things off then today in the Portuguese Premier League with Benfica. You can see it there on screen. They won the league title. In 34 games, they got 26 victories, 4 draws and only 4 losses the entire season, scoring 83 goals. Only conceding 29 for the entire season. Only a narrow difference between them and Braga this season, but the fact that Benfica have won the league with a lot of ease, really. You can see the Golden Boot award as well. It did go to the main man up front, Darwin Núñez, on 25 goals within the league this season. A very good season for him. Other points to note here, you can see 16 clean sheets for the Benfica keeper this season. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because that looks absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not going to even try and pronounce the name. If you know the best way to pronounce that name, write in the comments down below. Write it a bit more easier for me to read it. Odysseus Vladominos has probably absolutely butchered it. So if anyone knows the correct way, let me know. Let me down below. But yeah, a very good season overall for Benfica. Win the league title, taking it from Sporting. And of course, we mentioned there's a few more trophies. Let's get into it. So, next up, the Champions League. It didn't go to plan, the Champions League. Getting knocked out by Villarreal and Liverpool. Not ideal, but we've seen these teams in real life this season. They've been absolutely dominant in the Champions League. So, on the verge of getting knocked out completely from all competitions. They fell into the Europa League. And of course, they won the Europa League, beating Napoli in extra time 3-1 to not only win the league, but also win the Europa League. And furthermore, the Portuguese League Cup as well this season. So a treble winning season for Benfica using this tactic. You can see Darwin Núñez, probably one of the standout players you'll notice in a moment looking through each player. Got a lot of goals. Someone I strongly recommend you sign within your saves. So as we head into the squad view now, I want to mention Darwin Núñez firstly. We've mentioned him briefly already. 43 appearances, 42 goals. Okay, there's 8 from the bench as well, but what a return from Darwin Núñez this season. He's turning absolutely incredible in this save. The first touch of his always worries me in the decision making, being 9 and 10, but we've seen it firsthand this season what he has done. 25 and 28 within the league, but overall this season, he scored a total of 42 goals in 43 appearances, as we mentioned prior. 8 appearances from the bench. International appearances as well for his nation now as well. So he's had a very good time so far, the Uruguayan. And a very good time indeed here at Benfica. So some other honourable mentions this season. The manager here got 22 goals and 9 assists. You see Rafa got a massive 20 goals and 13 assists for him as well. To go down the list. Everton, Yamarchuk, again absolutely smashing it. And João Mario, 19 assists this season. Joint top with Alex Grimaldo in left back. So having that left back getting up there and putting the balls in for Núñez is probably very important this season. And of course, even on the right hand side as well, we've had Valentino Lazaro on loan from Inter Milan as well, getting 9 assists for him as well. There's a lot of goals in his team. Everton, again, he bagged 10, 7 assists. So the goals have been spread out, the assists have been spread out. A great season for Benfica as we move now on to the next team in Manchester City. So we mentioned next up, now in the Premier League with Manchester City. Now, of course, they won the Premier League. In those 38 games, 30 victories, 4 draws, only the 4 losses. Losing to Aston Villa being the odd one out of those ones. Of course, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool could be acceptable. 4-0 loss to Liverpool is quite massive, but losing to Aston Villa is probably very, very spectacle, really. But You know, these things happen, but a massive 105 goals this season, bagging 9 against Newcastle, Palace, Watford, Norwich and Brentford, all conceding 7 against his Man City side this season. And only conceding 35 goals, but a massive goal difference of 70 and 94 points in total. 4 points clear of Liverpool in second place. It's a very, very good return for Manchester City. So the first thing you might notice straight away on this screen is there's no one in the top 3 for the Golden Boot as well within Man City. Of course, this is prior to real life where they have just signed Haaland. See the video card for that. But yeah, there's no one there. You're probably wondering, where had the goals come from this season then for Manchester City? Kevin De Bruyne have got the goals. That's where the goals have been coming from. Big Kev, 17 goals with him in the league. Phil Foden, 14 goals. You see very shortly, a lot of the goals have been spread around this Man City front line this season. But again, Bernardo Silva got the best average rating throughout the league. Assist-wise, Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva both on 13 and 12. And going down here for the clean sheets as well, Ederson on 18 clean sheets this season. It's been a good season for Man City, so not bad from the Premier League. But what else can they do? So what else could they do? They won the Champions League, of course. Not only Benfica win the Europa League, but the other team who managed to win this save, Manchester City, won the Champions League. A 1-0 victory over Inter Milan saw Manchester City win their first Champions League within this save. And of course, not just that as well, they went on to win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. They didn't win the Community Shield though, so they didn't get all 5, but a quadruple is not a bad season, win the Prem, the Champions League, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. I mean, it's not important according to the board, but we'll take it still. It's 4 trophies. It's a very good season. A lot of goals in it for Man City. But I think now we have a bit more of a deeper dive and have a look at this Man City team. And then we'll get into the tactic itself. So we mentioned that the goals have been very much spread around this team this season. You can see it now on screen. Kevin De Bruyne getting the most this season. In his 50 appearances, he's played so many games this season. He bagged 23 goals and 17 assists. But next to him, Foden on 22, 20 goals for Gabriel Jesus, Bernardo Silva on 18 goals, 15 for Sterling, Mahrez on 14. That's a lot of players. We've only one as a kind of recognised striker getting a lot of goals this season for Manchester City. And of course, the assists as well. They equally pop off. Bernardo Silva on 20, De Bruyne 17, 13 for Sterling as well. It goes down there. Foden, Gundogan, Cancelo and Walker, the fullbacks there. Getting a lot of goals from fullback this year as well. 19 assists in the fullback positions as well. It's a very good tactic and it's worked very, very well for Manchester City as well. So at this point in the video, I think it's time to go have a look at the tactic, look through the roles, and you can get an idea of what we've been doing here with Man City and Benfica. So here it is in all its glory, the Dominator, the 4-2-3-1 asymmetric Dominator. This tactic has been absolutely insane this season. You can see it now on screen. It's done incredible things. You've seen what it's won for these two teams. But I wonder, what could it do for your saves? Let me know in the comments down below if you download this tactic and give it a go. Let us know how it works in your saves. I'm always interested to find out how good these tactics work with other teams. We've only tried with 2 in this video, but we have tried with some others as well, and it worked very, very well amongst them teams as well. So, let's get into it. Let's start at the back with the sweeper keeper on support. Ederson in net, no added support roles there. Of course, we go through these normally in case you are on Xbox, you're on Switch, or any other consoles. Just so you can write these down, screenshot, and whatever you need to do. It's worth doing it. Full back, attack. Kyle Walker on this side. He has cross from the byline, cross the aim centre, dribble more, and shoot more often. You're right back down to shoot more often. You must put me crazy. But it works, it works. We're going to the left-hand side. Again, a full back on attack here. And again, the exact same play instructions there. The PIs remain the same. Cross from the byline, cross the aim centre, dribble more, and shoot more often. As we go into our centre-back pairing of Diaz and Laporta. Nothing on them, boys. Nothing on them. Just central defenders on defence. Simple as you like. So next one. We have Segundo Volante on this right-hand side here. Where this gap is here, he makes them runs through there and gets them goals. And you can see here, he's told to dribble more, shoot more often, get further forward and move into those channels. And of course, next to him is Rodri in the half-back role. On defend, of course. We again told to shoot more often. There's a lot of shoot more often in this tactic. You will come to realise that. And tackle harder. So to go on now to the front four here. And we mentioned the asymmetric. You can see the shape now itself, where normally you have De Bruyne in this sort of area here in a normal 4-2-3-1. He's off more to the left here, next to that winger. So Bernardo again on that inverted winger can cut inside this space here, get involved, help the centre forward, and of course that Volante is making those runs all the way up there, which ends up going, having 5 bodies up there, with the fullbacks on attack, pushing up as well, getting the balls in there for all those players. So let's start on this right hand side. The inverted winger on Bernardo Silva is told to cross to aim centre, shoot more often, and roam from position. Of course, he's on an attack duty as well. The AM on a support option. It's been swapped a few times this season. He has played up front as well. So Foden and De Bruyne have switched around a few times. Gabriel Jesus has came and got involved a few times as well. But for the AM on support, he's told to dribble more, shoot more often, get further forward and roam from position. Then going on to this left-hand side where Raheem Sterling is playing as a winger on attack currently. Fewer take risks, cross the aim centre and roam from position. Which leads us to centre forward. Phil Foden playing centre forward. Who would have thought you'd see the day? But of course, he is told to shoot more often and tackle harder. So at this point in the video, something you might not have done already. See that box down below the video, that red box saying subscribe? Get down there right now. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments as well your thoughts on the tactic and your thoughts on how good it is done within this video. But yeah, so let's move on now to the instructions for the tactic, and of course that mentality. The mentality is set as attacking, and in possession we're told to play out of the defence, low crosses, dribble less, work the ball into the box and play at a higher tempo. Where in transition, the keeper is told to roll it out and distribute to the centre backs, whilst the players are told to counter and counter press at all times. And then finally, out of possession, higher defensive line, a much higher line of engagement you can see here, and that trigger press is much more often. So that's going to be it then. You've seen the tactic, you've seen how good it works. Now you can get down below and download it for yourselves and try it on your saves, and then let us know in the comment section how good it's worked for you. Of course, a huge thank you to Nav, aka NKANG7, who you can catch him on Twitch, twitch.tv/NKANG7, and in my streams modding for me as always. He's made this tactic among many other ones on the channel. Go check him out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so right now. Give the video a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. We're back with some more tactic videos very, very soon. Until then, we'll see you next time.